All right, happy Thursday. Let's get to our bell ringer. So the question says, which population of frogs will best survive a change in the environment? I'll tell you something right now. Whenever you see anything about a change in the environment, we're probably going to start talking about genetic variation because that's what they're going to be asking you about. So remember, with variation or those differences, they are more likely to survive any changes in an environment. So the more variation, or I'll say differences there are, the more likely they will survival. Now, I think what's tripping us up about even remembering why this is a thing is like understanding why that is the case, like why are differences helpful in a changing environment. So let me break it down for you. Let's pretend I've got a population of bugs, sure, and they are all 100% green. They are all the color green. Boom, 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 boom. So let's say there's 4. So I've got a population of bugs, they're all green, and a new predator comes into the area. So I know when you think environment, you're like, that's talking about the weather or maybe the plants around. But even new species coming into their area, that can also be considered a change in the environment because that's just their surroundings changing, right? So let's say a new bird comes into the area and it only eats green bugs. It loves green bugs. It's just going to chomp down on them. They can't help themselves. So this population is kind of screwed because look, they're all green. So this one's going to be dead. 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 And there's none left. So their whole population is wiped out. No survivors. No survivors. But let's say this population had some genetic variation. Let's say some were green. Let's say some were orange. Maybe some were even pink. Cute. And the same crazy hawk comes through and it wants to eat only green bugs. So this bug, sorry. This bug, sorry. But look, these two survived because they were different. They had that difference in the trait of color. So in this case, we've got 2 survivors. So that is why you want that genetic variation or those differences within your population, because you're more likely to actually survive a rapidly changing environment. So basically this question is asking you, okay, which of these groups, A, B, C, or D, has the most variation or the most differences? If you look at group A here, they are all completely identical, so that's not going to be it. Same here with choice C. They are all like a weird grayish white color, so that's not going to be it. If you look at choice B, we've got 2 that are the same and 2 that are a different pattern. They're kind of big and they don't have spots, so they've got some variation. But look at choice D. Choice D, we've got a small one that is dark gray, a small one that is light gray, a small one with spots, a big one that is dark gray. So here, there's a ton of variation. They don't have any frogs that are identical. So this is going to be our answer because they have the most, this will be good to write for your explanation, the most differences. None are identical. So go ahead and finish that bell ringer, write it down, then I'll see you at your direct instruction.